Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Lucy Jane Ragsdale.
And I'm Chloe Thaler.
The Auburn University Tiger Transit rape case is in court this week. Former transit driver Tony Patillo is being tried after he was charged with raping an Auburn student on a Tiger Transit bus in September 2017.
The incident was caught on the bus's several security cameras, and investigators were eventually able to identify and contact the 18-year-old victim. The victim did testify this week, as well as several witnesses to the scene.
The other suspect in the case, James Don Johnson, will be tried at a later date. Since the arrest, Auburn has put into place several more security precautions for the late-night transit buses.
All First Transit employees at Auburn had to undergo training for the university's Green Dot Bystander Intervention Program to learn how to interrupt and prevent acts of violence.
The Auburn police officer involved in the dramatic Auburn shooting on February 15th has been released from the hospital. Officer Justin Sanders was transported to UAB Hospital in Birmingham following the shooting. He was released Tuesday night and escorted by a group of officers back home, where he will continue to recover.
Auburn Police Chief Paul Register has said Sanders will need additional surgeries in the future. It is unclear whether he will return to work. A GoFundMe for Sanders and his family has raised over $32,000.
Spring break is fast approaching, and many students are looking to flock to the beach for a week of relaxation. Popular beaches for spring break are gearing up for the season by reminding visitors of their rules.
Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Destin Beach, and Pensacola Beach have all issued warnings leading up to the season. Gulf Shores is banning alcohol on its beaches beginning March 2nd through April 28th. The city is also introducing parking fees on March 1st and reminding visitors that pets are not allowed on the beach. The city says it will crack down on underage drinking during the season.
Just east of Gulf Shores, Orange Beach is also enforcing rules for spring break. A letter released by Mayor Tony Kennon said, "For those looking for a party town during spring break, Orange Beach is not it. Underage drinking, illegal drug use, disorderly conduct, or any disturbance of the peace is never tolerated here. There will be no warnings, no mulligans, pour-outs, or do-overs. If you are drinking underage, if you are doing illegal drugs, misbehaving, or are publicly intoxicated, you will go to jail. We will not compromise our family-friendly brand for a buck. We are uncompromising in compromising. We respect our visitors and expect it in return. It is only fair. We are a sanctuary city for families and pride ourselves in that."
Destin Beach is once again enforcing their zero-tolerance underage drinking policy and says violators can expect to be arrested. Okaloosa Sheriff Larry Ashley wrote in a letter that alcohol is not allowed on any county beach or park. In 2018, the city had 426 underage drinking arrests.
And Pensacola is reminding visitors of their beach rules in this public service video.
Hi, I'm Chief Deputy Chip Simmons, and welcome to Pensacola Beach. We want your spring break to be safe, enjoyable, and fun. We are a welcoming and family-friendly destination. Our laws and ordinances will be enforced for everyone's safety.
If you're 21 or older, you're allowed alcoholic beverages on the beach, as long as it's not in a glass container. We will not tolerate underage drinking or public drunkenness, and have a zero-tolerance policy for driving under the influence or illegal drugs.
Wherever you're staying, be respectful of your neighbors and keep your noise level in check.
The city also has restrictions on where students can get hotels. Things not allowed on the beach include dogs, open flames, and glass containers. After the break, relive Auburn's win over Georgia.
You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
It's my job to pay attention to the game, and I take my job seriously.
While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands.
If you see something that doesn't look quite right, tell a law enforcement official.
We all play an important role in protecting our communities, and you can help.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Green red hat. Oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt. Oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants. Oops.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl.
Welcome back. I'm Mary Lee Oliver with Eagle Eye Sports. The Tigers barely escaped Athens with a win Wednesday night, getting by the Georgia Bulldogs in a win 78-75. The first half was action-packed with Auburn leading 50-40. Key player Austin Wiley was out this game with a lower leg injury. But the same inconsistencies of the Tigers led the Bulldogs back into the game. Without Austin Wiley, Auburn was yet again out-rebounded 32-29, and Georgia took full advantage of that in the second half, outscoring the Tigers 35-28. Not only did Georgia out-rebound Auburn, but they had a better field goal percentage, 52.9 to 45.3%, shot better from the three-point line, 42.9 to 35.5%, and had more assists than the Tigers. Auburn's defense was a key factor in this game, forcing Georgia into 14 turnovers compared to Auburn's 7. The Tigers were able to get into transition and score easy buckets in the process. Chuma Okeke's game-winning three-pointer broke the 75-75 tie to put Auburn up by 3 for good. His stat line included 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal. Jared Harper led all scorers with 22 points to go along with his 5 assists. He also shot 50% from beyond the arc, going 5-10. Up next for Auburn is a home game against the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Tip-off is set for 3 p.m. and will be televised on ESPNU. The 22nd ranked Auburn softball continued their hot streak this weekend at the Tiger Invitational, welcoming 4 teams to Jane B. Moore Field: Villanova, North Dakota State University, and Eastern Illinois. The Tigers played 6 games in 3 days, showing their resilience as a team. Strong pitching by Michaela Martin and Chardonnay Harris propelled the Tigers throughout the weekend. Against Eastern Illinois, Harris threw 14 strikeouts, tying for 3rd in program history for strikeouts in a game. Martin threw her 27th complete game, which puts her 10th in Auburn record books. Auburn offense as a whole has been very productive this season, with no one play leading the team, rather multiple teammates all performing at high levels. The Tigers have a tough stretch ahead of them at the Judy Garman Classic in Fullerton, California, starting Thursday, where they will play 5 teams, 3 of which are ranked in the top 20 in Loyola, Marymount, University of Texas, San Antonio, Oregon, Washington, and UCLA. Let's take a look at everything coming up in Auburn sports. Softball is out west this week to compete in the Judy Garman Classic. On Friday, Oregon and Washington will be the opponents for the Tigers, and the Tigers finish up tournament play on Saturday versus UCLA. On Sunday, the women's basketball team welcomes LSU into Auburn Arena at 2 p.m. When one sport leaves the Lone Star State, another enters as Equestrian travels to take on Texas A&M on Friday at 11 a.m. and Saturday at 10 a.m. They will take on SMU. Baseball comes back to Plainsman Park as they welcome in the Cincinnati Bearcats for a 3-game series. First pitch Friday is set up for 6 o'clock, Saturday at 5, and Sunday at 1. All games can be seen on SEC Network Plus. The red-hot Auburn gymnastics team heads to Tuscaloosa on Friday to take on Alabama at 6:30 p.m. on SEC Network. After the break, see how engineering students are getting hands-on experience with cars. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
You've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Green hat. Red hat. Oops. Red shirt. Blue shirt. Yellow shirt. Oops. Yellow pants. Red pants. Green pants. Oops.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl.
A unique design and manufacturing team on campus has students building and racing their own cars in national competitions. Grace Reynolds has the story.
Here in the workshop of Wiggins Hall, the Auburn Off-Road team is busy sketching models and welding metal. The team of undergraduates handles everything from the design, construction, and racing of off-road vehicles. Allison Jenkins is the captain of the team. She says working with cars is now her dream after she graduates.
Everything I know about cars is from being on this team.
Zachary Pace is the design and manufacturing lead. Even though building a car from scratch seems like a daunting task, Pace says it's actually relaxing after a long day of engineering classes.
Sometimes it's nice to come into the shop and have something else to do, something more hands-on, let my brain relax, so to speak.
Right now, their 2019 car is just a frame. But come April, it'll be a full-fledged car, ready to compete in competitions across the country.
That first time driving the car is always a little bit scary, just wondering what's going to break, but then whenever you actually get the car on and it's running and you're like, wow, this is something we all designed, built together, it's actually working, it's pretty cool.
The team is about more than just constructing off-road vehicles. There's a real sense of community in this workshop.
To me, this has been like one of my biggest motivations. This is why I get up and come to campus, is for this team.
Ergonomics lead William Rudd says the reason he's on the team is that he loves being around people that are just as driven as he is.
We're all pushing towards this one goal, to have a car, go to race, have a good time.
The team dynamic has always been somewhat of a family, in my opinion. That was something that meant a lot to me.
Up next for the team is their first competition, where they have hopes of winning top performance awards at the Baja SAE race at Tennessee Tech.
The team meets Tuesdays at 5:30 in the conference room of Wiggins Hall.
A new app might be hitting campus soon that will pay students to go to class and study on Auburn's campus. Class Cash is being developed by a current Auburn student and 3 Auburn alums to pay students for something they already do, study on campus. The app will set up defined zones on campus, allowing students to turn on any app once they are ready to study. While they are studying, students will accumulate money by the minute, which they will be able to deposit into their bank accounts via PayPal or Venmo. The app is considering partnering with local Auburn companies or allowing parents to give their students an allowance based off their study minutes. The app will launch a beta version later this spring, allowing Auburn students to test it out before officially launching this fall.
The Auburn Alumni Association works to connect students with fellow alums once they graduate. Eagle Eye's Kennedy McKnight sat down with the Vice President for Alumni Affairs to hear more.
The Auburn family will always be there for you, and demonstrating this is the very own university's Auburn Alumni Association. Just this year, the Auburn Alumni Association awarded 340 scholarships to the students. The AAA also has their very own student chapter, the Student Alumni Association, that also takes part in raising funds for student scholarships. I was given the amazing opportunity to sit down with the Vice President of Alumni Affairs, Gretchen Van Valkenburg, and asked her about the AAA's interactions with their student chapter.
They are under the umbrella of the Auburn Alumni Association, and so the official leaders are the Student Alumni Board, and of course they're housed here in our office, which is great. And one of the specific ways that we interact, both our current board and the Student Alumni Board, is we have once a year a mentor dinner. And so it's a wonderful opportunity for our student board members to actually get a mentor for our alumni board, and often leads to internships and employment opportunities.
I also was able to find out more about how beneficial the Auburn Alumni Association is for students.
Well, I'm excited to share that last year we changed our bylaws, and so every single graduate is now automatically a member of the Auburn Alumni Association.
With more than 100 clubs around the nation, the Auburn alumni family is spreading far and wide by the Alumni Association.
Networking. I mean, that's in one word, it's networking. Share the Auburn spirit in their community, get involved, wave that flag in their community. It's really interesting, all of the wonderful opportunities that you have.
Stop by their office on South College Street or visit their website at www.alumni.auburn.edu. I'm Kennedy McKnight, Eagle Eye News.
The Student Alumni Association hosts several events for students throughout the year, including away game watch parties.
Downtown Auburn will be hosting its 3rd annual Mardi Gras Parade this Saturday, March 2nd, put on by Crew de Tigres. Streets will be closing at 1 p.m. with the parade beginning at 2 p.m., but celebrations will be going on all day. In conjunction with this event, Downtown Auburn merchants will be hosting a crew crawl, allowing patrons to buy a wristband in order to gain access to special deals and discounts all day long at various downtown shops. The crew crawl discounts will begin at 10 a.m. and last all day long. The parade's route will go down South College Street and turn right on Titchener. It will then head down Gay Street until it turns onto Thatch Avenue.
This week's Pet of the Week is Tweety.
Hey, I'm Morgan Garrett with Eagle Eye TV. We're here at the Lee County Humane Society to see our Pet of the Week, Tweety.
Tweety is our Pet of the Week this week. She's about 2 years old and she's been with us since December. She actually came to us with a lot of hair loss, but over the time she's been here, we've been putting on some weight for her. She's definitely been eating better and got her treated for fleas and everything, gave her a medicated bath, and her fur is definitely growing back. It's a slow and steady process, but she looks much better than she did when she came in. She's actually really friendly and super sweet. She can be a little shy when you first come up to her. She definitely likes to sniff you and kind of get to know you before she goes headfirst into the snuggles. But once she's a little bit more comfortable, she definitely likes to play and have a good time. Like most cats, Tweety is litter box trained. Our normal business hours are from Tuesday through Sunday from 12 to 5 p.m., but the next 2 weeks we're going to be closed on Saturdays and open on Mondays. So you can always check our social media and our website for that information. Our website is leecountyhumane.org, and our social media pages are Lee County Humane Society on Facebook and Instagram, and on Twitter at Lee County Humane. So you can follow any of those pages and we'll definitely keep you up to date on our hours.
Tweety is available for adoption at the Lee County Humane Society.
After the break, one Kansas City student is wrapped up in the middle of a lawsuit over their research. Find out why up next.
You are watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
We're all part of your community.
We all play a role in keeping our community safe.
So protect your every day.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
With data breaches on the rise, finding the right tools to protect you and your loved ones from identity theft is critical.
That's why the Alabama Department of Revenue is providing residents a free and secure mobile app that uses your face to confirm your identity, so only you can claim your state income tax refund.
Download the Alabama EID to your smartphone and complete a simple 4-step registration process.
Using facial recognition technology, the Alabama EID verifies your identity by matching your face against the picture used to make your driver's license or state-issued ID.
With the Alabama EID, there are no usernames or passwords to remember, and only you can authorize the Department of Revenue to process your state income tax refund.
Don't let someone steal your state tax refund.
Protect your refund.
Protect yourself.
Learn more at alabamaeid.com.
The University of Missouri System is suing a pharmacy professor at its Kansas City campus over allegations that he stole and sold a student's research.
The school is claiming it is the rightful owner of the work that it believes could be used to make a billion-dollar drug. The school filed a lawsuit against Ashim Mitra after claiming that he made $1.5 million from selling former graduate student Kishore Cholkar's work.
Cholkar developed his research while employed as a graduate research assistant, so the school claims the work and the money belongs to them. Mitra announced his resignation from the university last month but is denying the accusations.
That's all we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in with us each Thursday and check our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, for all the latest headlines. I'm Lucy Jane Ragsdale.
And I'm Chloe Thaler. Thanks for joining us, and War Eagle.